Hey, what up, decisive marketers? And in today's video, we're going to be talking about a Facebook ads tool, and this tool, it helps you to easily launch ads that convert. And the beauty about this tool is that it actually integrates with WooCommerce, your Google Analytics, your Facebook Ads Manager, your BigCommerce store, your WordPress, whichever store or website that you have, and it's able to pull that data in and gives you a better idea of how your Facebook ads are working, right? Because sometimes the Facebook pixel might not be giving you very good data. Sometimes it might be firing off multiple times, sometimes it doesn't fire off properly. So you can actually take those data and merge it together and see and give yourself a better idea of what's going on in your Facebook ads and your store. And the beauty about these tools is that the truth is that you don't need these tools at all, because the features that are included, a lot of them can actually be achieved through Facebook Ads Manager itself. Personally, myself, I spent $500,000 on ads so far, and I'd say that a lot of times you don't need these tools, because I would say I'm not a pro at the Facebook Ads Manager, but I would consider myself a veteran at it, right? I consider myself experienced user of Facebook ads. So I do know how to use it, and I don't see and before I actually tested it, I was kind of skeptical, because I don't see how or why would I need to pay for such a tool. But after testing it out, I start to see that there are some benefits, and I'm going to show it to you. And this tool that we're going to be talking about is called Scalify, right? And before we dive into this tool, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like to see more digital marketing and e-commerce content, right? So let's dive into Scalify. Right, so here we are in the Scalify dashboard. So I've actually just connected my my WooCommerce store in here. So it's actually taking quite a bit of time to actually pull those data from my Facebook Ads Manager and WooCommerce store itself to show this to actually show this data. So it's actually not accurate right now, but I'm going to just go through about some of their features here. Okay, so with launch ads, the one cool thing about launch ads is that if you are actually spending a lot of time, so one thing cool about Scalify is that it's able to pull in new pages or any pages that you have on your site, especially product pages, and you can just easily click on one of them. Okay, like this one, or let's say this one. You can just select any one of them and easily create an ad from there, right? You just easily just create a new campaign. What kind of objective do you want, right? So one thing that you see a little bit different about the Facebook Ads Manager, if you have used it compared to Scalify, is that the interface is a lot simpler, and a lot of things are actually dumbed down for a beginner to use. And even if you are good at ads, right, you would also have a better idea to get rid of all that distractions in the interface of Facebook Ads Manager, right? So this actually make things a lot more convenient. So I'm just going to put test here, and you can turn on a campaign budget optimization. We call it CBO. This means that your budget is actually spent through your entire campaign itself instead of ad set, which was the kind of the old way of doing things, right? So it really depends if you want to spend through the entire campaign or you want to optimize based on ad sets. I personally like a little bit more control, so I still prefer using the budget optimization based on ad sets. Okay, so when you go into general settings, you tell you which pixel you want to use, right? So it's actually very convenient what's going on here, and you can choose the conversion event that you want. Let's say add to cart, right? 512 events. Let's say purchases, you can just select purchase, and then what's your daily budget, when do you want to start, when do you want to end, right? It's very convenient in here, right? And then your targeting audience, where do you want to set them. These are all pulled in, I believe, all from uh, Facebook itself. Location, where do you want to set your location, let's say Singapore. Alright, and you can select Singapore, your languages, placements. You can select automatic placements. So Scalify and Facebook ads will choose where to slot your ads in, but you can specify, let's say, oh, I only want it to appear in the Facebook newsfeed, so I can uncheck everything else. Alright, and I don't want to appear in the Facebook stories and blah blah blah, so I can just select Facebook newsfeed. Okay, so just in case some of you don't know, is that Facebook newsfeed usually gives you the best results, but it also the cost per 1,000 impression, or we call it CPM, is actually a lot higher compared to other areas that you can actually advertise on. So that's something to take note of. You can actually create multiple different variations, so you can actually test them and see which is actually working better for you. Optimization, you can set that as well. So for example, you don't want to spend more than how much at a time. You can set that up as well. How do you want to deliver your ads? It seems like there's only standard here. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so you can select, so they only have standard here. It could be maybe one of the options that I didn't turn on, that does not allow me to select different kind of delivery type. So what delivery type would be, it would be how you are spending your ads. Do you want to spend it across the entire day, just evenly, or maybe because your ad budget resets every day, right? So you will have a lot of money at the start of the day, which is at 12 midnight, and that's a big problem because you start showing ads at that time, and it might not be the right time where people make purchases, right? Because at 12 midnight, so that might not be the right timing that you want to spend. You want to spend it evenly throughout the day. You can you would probably be able to select that. It's just something that maybe I missed out right here, right? And then the posts, you can select your Facebook page, and you can actually pull out some posts that you want, that you previously posted, and you can actually select that as your ad, right? So it's actually making things a lot simpler. Or you can create your own creatives as well. Okay, so you can upload your own, right? And you can actually set that up yourself. Okay, and then you can pull out some of your old ads and paste them in here, and you can grab those ads to run them as well. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, so this is the launch, and then they got the retargeting, right? So the one thing that I find was the launch, everything, it is simplified, but you can still do that in Facebook Ads Manager. With the retargeting, of course you can do that in Facebook Ads Manager as well, but where I see the benefit of using Scalify here is that when you create your ads here, you don't have to create any custom audience at all, right? You don't have to create any custom audience at all. Right, so let's set this up here. Okay, and let's say I want to target people who add to cart but didn't purchase, right? And then I can just select them, right? And then I can easily select people who added a product to cart but did not purchase. Okay, okay, and then I can set the time, and you can see that it's, let's say within the past 10 days, okay, and then I can just run ads to this group of people, okay, and then if I want to target more narrowly, I can do that as well. So it makes things a lot simpler. I don't have to create custom audience anymore, right? I don't have to create custom audience. This does it for me. I can do dynamic retargeting, so that means I can upload a product catalog. So I can upload product catalogs through Scalify itself right here as well, right? So I don't have to go to Facebook Ads Manager to upload it, okay, right? And then you can analyze what's going on. They actually give you a dashboard, right? They actually give you a dashboard like how much money you made, okay, how much money you made, what's your estimated profit, blah blah blah, everything, it's all in here, okay. And then you can set up automations right here as well. Of course you can do this in Facebook ads as well, Facebook ads manager as well. You can just create an automation rule, but with the analyze, you don't have such a nice dashboard with Facebook Ads Manager, because this data is actually pulled from your Google Analytics, is pulled from your WooCommerce store, things like that, okay. And then they have scale, so you can follow their scaling strategies, right? They got simple scaling, bulk scaling. So some scaling methods are based on okay, so you got different ads type here, right? So when you want to scale, you can scale by creating more ads and targeting new audiences, or you can like targeting new audience like your lookalike audiences, right? You can create them easily in Scalify, and or you can raise your budgets, right, and increase your budget, right, to get more sales, right, get more results from your Facebook ads, right? So this is Scalify. I feel that with Scalify it really makes things a lot simpler. I would say that there is some benefit in using Scalify, in the sense that it's easy to create your retargeting ads, because I don't have to go into Facebook Manager, create a custom audience, and select that custom audience when I create a new ad, right? So this makes things easier, and they have a retention kind of ad as well. So these are getting customers to come back and make more purchases from you, right? So different objective here. And I think the analyze feature here, the dashboard, right, it's actually very useful if you are spending a lot of ads. If you are spending a lot of money on ads, this actually gives you a very good idea of what's going on in your business itself, right? So I would say that overall there is some benefit in using Scalify. If you are a Facebook ads kind of newbie, I think that Scalify could work for you, because it makes things easier for you. It makes things less cluttered, and it's easy to set up your retargeting ads, and gives you a better idea of what's actually happening in your in your business itself, with your Facebook ads marketing, right? And but with everything else, you can actually do them in Facebook Ads Manager, right? You can actually do them in Facebook Ads Manager. So I don't see very huge benefit in using Scalify, but if you want to have a nice dashboard to see what is actually happening in your Facebook ads, because Facebook Ads Manager does not give you that. It just tells you what's going on with your ads, but it does not tell you what is going on with your ads in relationship with your store itself, right? You can actually use Scalify for not just e-commerce stores. You can use them for your websites as well. It's just that they are more of a Shopify kind of background, right? So they actually work with e-commerce stores first, before they actually implement these features for your websites, right? Your standard lead gen kind of websites. Okay. Overall, I would say that it's still a good value. I mean, it helps you. You don't have to. I would say that you kind of spend maybe 20 to 25% less time uh, with Scalify than with Facebook ads, and you get a better overview of what's going on in your business, right? And I would say that I would leave it up to you, right? I do find it that there is some benefit in using this, okay, but I wouldn't recommend it on everyone, right? Especially if you have not actually tried out using Facebook ads manager itself. Right, so that's all for this video. If you have any questions for Scalify, be sure to comment below, and if you enjoyed this video, please do give me a thumbs up and share this with your friends, and I'll see you in my next video.